Hi crafters, sorry again for the bad lighting, but yeah, since it's a dark day in the Netherlands, I have to do it with the artificial light. I like to show you the new dies that I designed for the KSCraft Lover store, and these are the first ones that I designed. You can see the difference between the two if I hold them together. This one looks more like a honeycomb, and this is one with all different sizes of hexagons, and they are all welded together. And yeah, so those are sold separate, but I wanted to show them to you side by side so you could see the difference between these two dies. And of course these are for slimline dies. Then I have made a slimline die that is inspired by another die that I also have here, but I need to find it so I could explain what... Oh, see. And now I'm trying to find... Yes, I found it. I found it. It's such a mess on my desk. A few months ago I designed a watch die. And what I did, I will show you the bigger one because I can show it more clearly with the bigger one. These are the straps that go on your wrist. And what I did, I put in the watch piece and I put in the clock face. But this time I did not make the clock face as a stamp, but as a die set. So you could die cut it out. I even put in the hands. And what I did is this rim that you see here has all fake diamonds in them. And because my own watch has these fake diamonds in them, I thought it would be fun to have a rim with fake diamonds like that. And the difference between the larger and the small one is in size. I will see, sorry. This one is 2.5 inches wide, and the smaller one is about 1 3/4, and in centimeters that's about 4.5 centimeters, and the bigger one is at the widest point 6 centimeters. So then you have an idea on how big it is. And then I designed this slimline die, and what I put in the same diamond edge. So I didn't put in the stitching lines, but I put in embossing parts that make it look like there are all diamonds on the edge. And since you all were asking, I put in a die with the word Merry Christmas. So I hope you like it because you were all asking me for that kind of word die, and I thought the die itself would be fun because then you have something else as the normal stitched ones. And then my most favorite die of the bunch, including the hearts that I designed and the other burlaps, but I made 2 bras. When I designed these, it was about the day for breast cancer, and I had them in mind. I had that day in mind, and I thought, what fun would it be to make an elegant bra die? So these are the cups. They go on the breast pieces. These 2 parts go on the how do you call that? The bra band. I don't know. And then I put in a little bow that you can tie in the front and with flowers, and check out what the seller made because she made really nice samples with these. If I can find the time, I for sure will make also samples and I will post them on my Instagram. And if you don't know my Instagram name is Nicole's Paper Crafts. So then you know where to find me. Then I have these 2 dies, and these 2 dies are a left and a right-sided sled. And I have to be careful how I pronounce it, because in the Netherlands, if you pronounce it wrong, it's like you call somebody a hoe. So I'm so sorry, but yeah, so I have to be careful how to pronounce it and pronounce it in the correct way. um, excuse me. But every time when I say the word, I can't figure out a better way to say it. Okay, I made a left and a right one, and I put in packaging that you could put inside of the sled. And I put in the decorative elements, and the seller even made it into a box. I meant it to be as a shaker, but as you see, the seller, when you go to the seller store, you can see that she made it into a box. And that's really pretty, the one that she made. And then I have this one, and this one is a new planner page, and it's the Viewmaster, and it's very big. And the seller did an amazing job making a sample for this one. She put all tiny pictures inside, and I even put in my almost famous rim at the edge, and I put in extra frames, so when you die cut your picture with this one, you can put it behind and have a little edge to put your glue on. Then the next one I have, and as you know, maybe you don't know, so that's why I'm going to tell you, I'm following a lady called Laura Besson on YouTube, and I saw her doing a geometric card with geometric dies. And then I thought, I like to make dies like that as well, but I don't want to copy her. So I made my own shapes, and I made them like this. I made a hexagon, and I will take it out of the packaging. So my inspiration came from her card, but I wanted to have different shapes. So I made a hexagon one, and I made a diamond shaped one. And with these dies you can make stunning, more geometric kind of cards. And yeah, I hope you like them, of course. It really was a try for me to see if you would like them. Then I designed this more like a cookie house. What I did is I put in 2 snow edges that can be stacked on top of each other. I put in the little candy canes, and as you can see, I made a left and a right-sided candy cane. And what I did is I put in a lollipop. This is the lollipop stick. This is the swirl, or you could add the twist to it so it looks more like a peppermint one. And I put in some jelly beans, and I put in some berries, and I believe you call it holly? Okay, and I even put in a sweet, and these elements that you use on the lollipop can even fit on the candy one. So yeah, I think you will know what I mean. Oh yeah, see, and I thought I had also added, we call them in Dutch tom-toms, but I hope you know what I mean. Those are those soft sugar-coated sweets, and I put them also inside of this die set, so you could add them to your house and dress it up a bit like you do the gingerbread houses. And I have to put them back in the bag, because else I will lose all those tiny pieces. And then I designed this one, and this one is a little tiny treat bag that you can fill with chocolates, but also you could put in a lollipop, and that's why I made in the opening so the stick of your lollipop will be able to go inside. So you have to die cut this base piece 2 times, flip the other one over, stick them together, so fold it on the fold line and stick those together, and then you can close it with a little bit of ribbon at the top. The next one I designed is this slimline die, and even in here I did a different edge, and I don't know if you can see it, but what I did are hearts and X's. So a little bit like the X's and O's, but I did it for Valentine. And I put in a big word, congratulations, because you were asking me about a congratulations die. So I made a big one that perfectly fits on your slimline cards. Yeah, and it's a new idea, and I like to give you guys dice that are new and versatile. And the same is for this die set. I will see if I can get it out of the packaging without tearing it apart. This is a set that you can use on your slimline cards and make it look like the top of a box. So the front of your card will then look like the top of your box. And I put in a bow with the same edge, and it looks amazing when it's done. And so if you want to make a quick card, this is the perfect set, especially when you make a card with only a gift card inside or something like that. So it fits perfectly on a slimline card. As you see, this is the slimline card, and it will look like this when you put it all together. And then I designed a set. I first will show you the hearts. As Valentine is coming near, and I thought what fun would it be to have hearts with a decorative edge and a puzzle inside. So I made a big one and a small one, so you could use it at tags and labels, but also at the front of your card. And if you die cut this, all these pieces will be a puzzle. And what you could do is put it together yourself, or add it into a baggie and tell the recipient you are welcome to puzzle this hard or something like that. See, my English is not good enough to explain, but I think you all will know what I mean. And then I designed something that I think you all will like a lot. Last time I made those burlap dies, and now I made a burlap die that fits perfectly on an A2 size card. I don't know if I have a card in that right side here. Yeah, I will show it to you. Oh, see, I dropped my die. This is the A2 size like most people make it, and so 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and this fits perfectly on the front of an A2 size card. But because I normally make cards square, I also made a burlap, but then in square. So you have the square option or the A2 size option. And I know there are a lot more sizes of cards being made, but sellers will give things a try. But if they see that a particular size don't sell, they aren't willing to produce anymore. So I made the two most, I think, used sizes. And just so you know, this one measures 12 centimeters square, and in inches that's a bit bigger than 4 1/2 inches. So then you know how big those are. And then I made a pop-up die set, and it's my very, very, very first one that I designed for a seller. So it states happy birthday, and the seller made again a great sample with this one, and I even added the letters happy birthday, so you could die cut them from a different color and add them to your card. And it's for inside a card. It fits like this, but then you have to cut it a little bit short, so it will be able to be used in an A2 size card, but it's made officially for in a slimline card. But if you want, you can also use it in your A2 size cards. The only thing you then have to do is fold your card open like this. There is something in it, and I don't want to show that, so but trust me, it fits perfectly. And then I have a few more left that I like to show you. the first three that I like to show you are these. I made these three different, more, how do I say the style? I think you know better than me, but it's more inspired like the Tim Holtz style. And yeah, I made three different ones. One's with stars and bubbles, one with crosses and little tiny holes, and one more like in a Moroccan feel. And I put in the outer edge, so you could, if you want, use it as a backdrop or a background die. And then I have three more to show you. One of them is this one. I made a perfume bottle that you can make into a shaker, and it has that big squeezy part to squeeze out the perfume, you know what I mean. And yeah, you can make it into a shaker because this part can be popped out and use it as a shaker die. And then last but not least, I only forgot to take them out, but I think you know the milk carton box that I made with the 3 drawers. I gifted mine to a friend of mine because she loved it so much, but the die set for it is ready, and if you want to see how it looks, I will put a link in the description box so you will have an idea on how it looks. And then, last but not least, I have to take it because that sample I have here. I made this box, a heart box, and inside the hearts are 2 drawers. And you were asking me if I could let you know when the dies were ready, and the die set is ready now, because this is the die set where you can make this box with and fill it up with all kinds of goodies. I hope you like all the new dies that I designed for the KSCraft store. I will put all the links in the description box, and I wish you all a nice day, and thank you for watching, and I'm so sorry for the bad lighting in my video. Have a nice day to you all, and until next time, bye bye.